Hello everyone, I'm Ilana and I am teaching ballet basics this morning as part of BreakOut Studios online video classes. So we are going to be starting in just a couple of minutes here. So go ahead and get your bars ready to go, grab your water, and we'll begin in just a few. Oops. Okay, there we go. Hey everyone, again, I'm Ilana and this is Ballet Basics, so good morning. We'll go ahead and begin facing to our bar with a little warm up for the spine and the feet. Okay, so if you've taken my class before, you know that we start with our little scan through checklist. So I want you to bring the feet all the way together, feeling the weight over the balls of the feet, slight weight into the heels, feeling that connection between the ankles, inner thighs, lifting up through the low abdominals, draping the shoulders down the back, and just feeling easy through the neck. So you should be able to just swivel the head on the spine without having to get the shoulders involved. And today, honestly, for me, that's a little bit hard because I jacked up my neck in my sleep somehow. So if that's not the case, that should be a relatively easy movement for you to do here. Let's shape the arms with the elbows forward, rounding to our en bas. Breathe the arms open, and close. Place the hands forward onto the bar and just make sure, now my bar is a little bit low for my liking, but make sure the arms are either just in front of the shoulders or slightly wider, not more narrow, okay? And that you have just a slight bit of engagement underneath the arms as you press into the bar, just slightly, right? The right foot will go to the half point, to the toe, half point, and close. And then we have 4 pushes off of the floor. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Other side, left foot to the half, to the toe, to the half. Lower the heel, push 1, push 2, push 3, and push 4. Plie and stretch. Then we'll lift the heels, elevate, glue those ankle magnets together. Again, plie and stretch, elevate and lower. And then we're rolling the head and the shoulders forward to the right. Now as we go back, keep the neck long here so we're not dropping. Oh, that does not feel good. Into the back of the neck. Yeah, it's nice and long. Coming back up with the chest, and we'll turn out to first position. Same pattern in first, except the inside of the heel is looking forward the whole time. Half to the toe, half, press the heel, 4 pushes, 6, I'm going to turn slightly so you can see what my legs and feet are doing. Other side to the toe, and demi, and down. And of course my hands are on the bar. 6, 7, and 8. Plie. Those knees are tracking over the second toe. The pelvis is straight underneath the shoulders. Elevate and down. Plie and stretch. Elevate. Now last time we circled the chest to the right. This time we're going to go forward and to the left. Around and down. And then just recover up to center. 6, 7, and 8. From here, let's take the right arm first to second, port de bras over to the left. So I'm going straight to the side, turn the nose, arm is in fifth, coming all the way up to open the arm, place the hand back to the bar, other arm opening out to the side, side bend over, and I'd love you to turn your head all the way. I can't quite go there. Coming up, 6, 7, and 8, and we'll elevate. Rotate the heels forward from the thighs, from those spirals at the thighs, and bringing the arms to first. For our balance, we'll open and lower down at the end. Remember, we always finish the exercise in a position, right? So make sure you don't just fall out of the balance, okay? So just to recap, we start parallel. We have half foot, so we're bending at the toes, stretching at the toes. There's no weight on that point, right? Demi and down, 4 pushes, 7 and 8. Same thing with the left. And when we do those pushes, we are literally pushing the floor, pushing the floor. Think of a horse. Push and push. Rolling the body. Oh, sorry, I lied. Plie and stretch, elevate. We do that 2 times. Heavy sit bones, elevate, rolling around to the right, all the way. Coming back up, turn out to first. Same thing in first, except our roll goes to the left, all right? Then we have our right arm out, side bend. You're in a toaster slot, so you're going directly to the side. Coming all the way up, place the hand. Left arm, show the first, open in second, lift overhead, turn the head all the way as you bend. Coming up, 6, 7, and 8. We'll take an elevate with the arms in first. In first position, everyone, the arms are slightly below the shoulders, so you have this downward slope. It doesn't drop into the elbows, yeah? And it's that same shape en bas. Watch that when you're here, your elbows are not back here. It's the same shape. And then it's the same shape up here. So that doesn't change. Yeah, only where it is in space changes eventually when we get to those places, okay? All right, so let's give it a go. Go ahead and stand in parallel facing your bar. Take a moment again to go through your checklist. Here we go. Placing the hands to the bar, just in front of the shoulders. Right foot to the half and toe. Half. Push with the foot. 1, 2, 3. Other side, same thing. Bend at the toes, lift to the toe, bend, press the heel. All 1, 2, 3. Plie, bend the knees. Heels are down. Lift the heels. Bend the knees and stretch them. Lift the heels. And we roll the chest and the head down into the right. All the way around. Roll up through the spine. Turn out to first position. Right foot starts, half toe to the toe. 4 presses. 1, 2, 3. Other side. As you're working through this, I want you to feel that the backs of your ears are lifting up to the ceiling. So we keep growing the spine. Number 4, take a demi-plie, knees over toes, and lift the heels up. Knees over toes, press into the heels and stretch. Then we roll to the left, down, left, back. Just recover the spine back to center. Right arm goes first position. Open to second, side bend over. Turn your head all the way to the side. Up. Open the arm. Place the hand. Try not to stop the movement here. So it goes up and over. Don't stop the bend. Keep moving to come up. Elevate, lift the heels. Bring the arms to first position. Remember that slight downward slope. And then we'll open the arms out to second, lower the heels down, finish in your en bas, and shake out your legs. Okay. So one thing I want to talk about before we go into plies is that when we take these port-de-bras, port-de-bras technically means carriage of the arms, but sometimes when we bend the spine, we call it a port-de-bras. When we take these movements, there's not a stopping point. So like, for example, when you go to the side, we don't go and stay and then come back up. There's constant movement. So you take it over and it keeps moving until you get there to come right back out of it. So you have to take the tempo in an appropriate manner to fill out how much time you have in the music, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's not a destination and a return. Yeah, and that's in any direction really. Okay, so let's go into plies. We're in first position and we'll prepare the arm to, actually, that was a lie. Let's start with the arm en bas and we'll just stand and hold as the music begins. Demi-plie, opening the arm, just small little opening. We call that a breathe. And the arm goes first to second on the second demi-plie. Grand plie, heels come slightly off the ground and they go right back down and stretch. Port-de-bras forward, all the way down. Your arm is in fifth, long spine to come up. And we'll lift the heels up, lower down. Tendu, lower arm and foot together. First demi is the opening. Second one is the first. The heels do not lift up for the grand plie. They stay down. Then we take this port-de-bras to the side, like we practiced. Coming all the way back up. Elevate, lower down. Tendu, cross that foot in front with the arm. Plie, and stretch. 2, and stretch. Grand plie. Heels are down, they come slightly up. They go right back down and stretch. This time, let's bring the arm to first. Turn the head over the forearm and then lift up. This is another hard one for me this morning, but let me show the other side. Turn the head, lift up, sternum to the ceiling to go back. Coming back up, we'll come into Susu, crossing one foot over, the front foot over, finding a balance. At the end, let's keep the arms in first, and then we'll open out, slide that front foot back out, okay? When you do the cambre port de bras back, it doesn't come from here. You shouldn't have any hip movement going on, right? Otherwise, that's the low back bending forward. We don't really want that compression in the low back. It's not a happy thing. So what we have to feel is that before we think about going back, we think about lifting up and then cascading over the top to go back, okay? So generally our pattern is 2 demi-pliés and 1 grand plié, 1 port de bras, which is different in each position, and then a lift of the heels. So follow along with me. I'll talk it through as I do it, okay? Prepare the arm just by holding, we won't move it. Demi-plié, now it opens. The heels are heavy down into the floor. They stay down to start the grand plié, then they lift just slightly, they go right back down. Port de bras forward, long spine. Long to come up, and we'll lift the heels, elevate. Tendu, lower to second. Plie. Those heels do not lift up off the floor here. And they don't lift up here for the grand plie. They stay down. Pelvis under the shoulders. Into the bar, up and over. Clean up, and let's lift those heels up. Put them down. Then point the foot, close in front. Plie. Try to make your pliés gooey. So again, you keep them moving. Grand plie. Put those heels right back down. Bring the arm to first position, turn the head, lift up and back. You're gonna keep going. Coming back to center. Cross that front foot over to find susu. You should be super tight with the feet and the thighs. We'll balance. And then open out. Slide the front foot back out to finish. Okay. Okay, so before we go second side, I want to talk about the grand plie. Especially in second position, what tends to happen is there's this need to get as low as we can go. And what happens is, I guess I'll go sideways to you. What happens is we start to bring the hips back and try to really go low. It's not about how low you go. Obviously it's deeper than a demi-plie, but the pelvis has to stay right underneath the shoulders. The knees open wide to help you get down there, but it doesn't come from here. It comes from here. So now we all have a different amount of range of motion of the thighs, and that's okay. So your grand plie might be different than mine or somebody else's grand plie, okay? So you're going through demi-plie, the knees are opening. When you take it into the grand, you're only going as far as you can keep the pelvis under the shoulders. As soon as you start to go back, you've gone too far. So if this is your grand plie, that's great. That's all it is, okay? So sometimes it's not about the depth of the grand plie, and this applies throughout class for different things. It's about, can you maintain the positioning of the joints and the musculature to go into it, okay? So that will benefit you more than how low can you get. That won't really help very much at all, okay? So let's go second side. Same thing, think about that. First position, prepare the arm. Demi-plie, open. Arm goes to second. Now the heels do lift here, but then they go right back down. Long spine to go forward. Long to come up, and we'll lift those heels up, put them back down, then tendu to second. Arms down. Thinking about what we just talked about, plie, 2. Think about it as we grand plie, only as low as you can keep your pelvis right under your shoulders. Into the bar, up and over. Bring up, elevate, lift the heels. Tendu, cross that foot in front to 5th. Plie, 1. Round plie, heels down, they come up, they go right back down. Bring the arm to first position, turn the head, lift up and back. Recover the spine. Su-su, cross that front foot over. Heels are both reaching forward. Open out, slide that front foot out to finish. Okay. All right. So let's do a tendu from first position. I'd like you to just take a moment, go to parallel. I always like to just do a check-in with where is your first position. And again, yours will be different to mine, will be different to whoever, right? They're all different. Parallel, flip to your turnout. If you flipped and then you did a little fix, cancel it out. We don't get to fix it, okay? Parallel, flip. That's it. That's your natural turnout. Now from there, you can work to hold on to the turnout from the tops of the legs, right? It doesn't come from the feet. You can always eventually find more turnout, but especially in a lower, more basic level class, it's not about cranking the heels forward at all. I would highly encourage you not to go there because it puts a lot of strain on the knee joint, okay? So the arm goes first to second. We'll go. Paint the paintbrush front and close and front and close. Third one, we add a flex and a point and close to the side, following the line of the V. The heel is looking forward, 2, and a flex and a point and a close, going back. Right behind the hip, belly lifts, up, 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 and back, flex, point. Notice where that leg goes to the side. And I know I talk about that every single week, but it's one of my things. The leg has to be forward of that actual side just so that you can hold on to your turnout. At the end, let's elevate, bring the arms to first. We'll float them up to 5th. I'm gonna scoot back so you can see. We're still in elevate, and then we'll open out to a V and lower the heels with the arms all the way down, okay? So 2 tendus. On that third one, we add the flex and the point, and I still want you to think about that paintbrush movement out and in. So we're really massaging the foot along the floor. Okay, let's try it. From first. Here we go. Prepare the arm first to second. Tendu to the front. And close. 2. Third one, adding the flex. Same to the side. Heel forward. Keep lifting up out of the crown of the head. See if you can grow ½ an inch taller. To the back. Don't drop into the pelvis. Keep the abdominals lifted. Once more to the side. Notice where you're going. Follow the line of the V. Flex, point. Lift the heels. You should still be looking forward. Arms up overhead to 5th. Open to the V. And lower down. Okay. we'll go to the second side. I know there are 10 million things to think about at all times in ballet, but one of the things I'd like you to continue to just check in with is that you are feeling that more like the back of the crown of the head, like someone is literally taking your hair and pulling it up. That's what my teacher used to do to me, grab my hair and lift up, not in a painful way, it was an abuse, but I always have that image, right? Because we're always trying to lengthen our spine. So as soon as we start to lose that, everything begins to drop. So it's that sense of feeling the lift up. And I like to think more back of the head than like the front, because when we think about the front lifting, we start to get this opening of the ribs and a slight pull back. So that's why the back of the head or the back of the ears helps to actually align the spine versus pull slightly back. And when I say slightly, I mean even this much will affect you once you get off of the bar and you have nothing to hold on to. It will affect your balance in a negative way. So back of the head is being lifted so that we don't come here, okay? Let's go second side. So add that to your inventory. Prepare the arm to second. Paintbrush front. And again. Paintbrush in. And out with a flex and a point. Follow the line of the V. Keep feeling that lift out of the back of the head. Flex. Take it right behind the hip to the back. Open the hip. Once more to the side. Paint it out. Flex. Paint it in. Elevate, arms to first. Remember, we keep that shape as we come up to fifth. Keep the arms slightly in front of the forehead. Open out to the V. And lower down. Okay, shake it out. All right, we're going to tendu from fifth. For a more basic class, I define fifth position as in between a third and a fifth, right? Some teachers will demand that their students hide their back toes in fifth. I do not advocate for that, especially at a basic level. I think that's a skill that needs to be built over many, many years rather than forcing it into the fifth. Even if you can, it doesn't mean you're actually doing it from the right place. So I'm gonna say nix that, go to your parallel, turn out to first, your natural first, right? And then if I'm facing sideways to the bar, I'm gonna keep my hips and my shoulders nice and square. I'm not gonna let that twist, and cross the heel. Now, again, it'll be different for everybody. You may be right below the knuckle, more of a third. You may be able to cross more towards the big toe, but what we want to watch for is that you're not rolling. I can't even really go there, but you're not rolling forward in the arch, right? The pinky toes can stay on the floor. We're not twisting the hips. We're not arching the back, okay? So you can maintain the alignment anatomically in that position, yeah? Okay. Arm first to second. Tendu front, and a close, and a two, and a close, and a plie, and a stretch, and a out. To the side. So you have two tendus. This is the same direction that we spoke about in the last exercise. On the plie, let's just cross the arm to first, and one more tendu. To the back. Don't dump into the front of the pelvis, and a plie, and a stretch, and a back. Once more to the side, you change the closing. Out, change the closing. Plie, stretch, and out. And in. Then we're going to peel that front foot up to not sur le coup de pied, sorry. Coup de pied devant. Pinky toe touches the ankle, heel forward, knee is open. Both thighs are wrapping in opposite directions, and we'll balance here. So you'll notice in that single leg balance, we can think till the cows come home about opening this knee. And we do need to think about that. But if you haven't thought about the standing leg, you're never going to find that place of centered balance. Okay, so you're thinking about your barber pole spirals coming from the hips, spiraling opposition all the way down into the feet. That's happening constantly at all times. So when you're standing, this leg is maintaining its spiral as this leg is working its spiral. So that centers you versus only one leg thinking about it. Okay, so 2 tendus, demi-plie, 1 more. We do that en croix, front side, back side, then we peel that front foot up to coup de pied, okay? Let's do it from 5th. Prepare the arm to 2nd. Paintbrush, front, close. 2, demi-plie, arm across. 1 more tendu to the front. Going to the side, the foot goes to the same space, same spot. Plie. 1 more tendu side. To the back, belly up. Long leg. Plie. 1 more. To the side. Plie. Slice the heel across. Pick it up to coup de pied. I'm just turning so you can see the shape. Make sure that your heel is not touching your ankle. Close the foot in front. And take a moment. Okay. I think we've got enough things to think about. I'm not going to add to the list to go to the second side. So let's go right away to the second side. Keep thinking about all of those things that you were thinking about on the first side. Here we go. Oops. Prepare the arm. Slide front. Heel to the ceiling. Pinky toes in. Heel up. Pinky toes in. Plie. 1 more time. To the side. Now wherever you just were, your foot's going to go to that same spot on the floor. 1 more. Right behind the head. You lift up a little bit taller here. To the side, heel forward. Make sure you're breathing. Peel that front foot up to coup de pied devant. Really low on the ankle. Feel both thighs wrapping out. And finish in 5th. Okay. Shake out your legs. Before we do more tendus, I actually want to do a little bit of a calf strengthening exercise. So you're going to face towards your bar. Let's start in parallel, okay? We're going to elevate 2 counts up. The ankle magnets are squeezing. 2 counts up and 2 counts down. Little quicker, up and down. 2 and down. Don't lose your ankle magnet. So that's 3. Turn it out to first. Slowly up. Slowly down. Number 2. Slowly down. Then we have 3. I'm going to save myself to actually do it. 2, because it's a bit of work. Number 3, and then tendu to second position. Same thing in second. 2 counts up, 2 counts down, 2 counts up, 2 counts down. Quicker for 3, and 2, and 1, back to first. When you lower the heels, watch that you're not crashing down. There's some resistance. It's almost like you're lifting up as they lower. So there's this kind of push-pull idea going on. So we don't crash the heels down to the floor. So 2 slow, 3 quick, parallel, first and second. Okay? Let's do it. Actually, hold on. We'll try this. Parallel, magnets active, slowly up. 1, 2, 1, 2. So you have all 2 counts to get up and to lower. A little quicker. Up, down. Number 2, number 3. Turn out first position. 2 counts to the top. As you get to the top of that elevate, make sure you have even weight across the big toe and the 4th and 5th toe. So you're not rolling. 3 quick. So make sure you're not rolling to the pinky toe side of the foot or the big toe side. 2nd position. 2 counts. Up. Same thing here. Check out how the weight is balanced on the toes. Little quicker. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that burns. Back to first. Okay, take a second. Take a little calf stretch. I hope you felt that as much as I did. I felt that burn all up the back of the legs. Make sure you get both sides. All right. So that's a good one to do. If you, I know if you take my class, that's great. But if you have time during your week, that's a really good exercise just to do on its own. It's always important to strengthen the ankles, and that really does that. So maybe incorporate that. You can put your own music on, fun music. Okay, let's do a tendu from 5th. So, right foot front. Excuse my sniffles, I have some allergies going on. So we'll prepare the arm. Oh, sorry, dégagés is what I meant. Arm to 2nd. We'll go dégagé out and in and a push and in and a push and a pique and a pique. To the side. That's the same place your tendu was. Out and a pique and a pique. To the back. And a 2. And a out and a pique and a pique. Inside leg. Coup de pied. Balance, 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 balance. Put it down. Start the whole thing from the back. Dégagé, dégagé. 3rd one has 2 piqués. Side. Now, even when you're coming from the back, the leg does not go behind. It goes to that same spot, except off the floor. Same spot, same spot, same spot. Pique up. Hopefully you can see that. Front, a 2, a 3, and a pique. That's it. Inside leg up to coup de pied, derriere. The heel is touching, the toes are not. The knee is open, but the standing leg is also rotating. You guys, sometimes in these virtual classes, I get on a tangent and I either forget the exercise or forget if we've done the 2nd side. So hopefully I didn't miss anything in that last exercise, but we're going on to our dégagés, okay? So it's 3. On the 3rd one, you have 2 piqués. You do that pattern to the front, to the side, to the back, and then you bring your inside foot off for a quick balance, and we reverse. Back, side, front, inside leg up. Let's give it a go. Here we go. Prepare the arm, dégagé, front, close, sharp, close, freeze it, pique it, and pique it, to the side, in, out, and up, and up, to the back. Right behind you, reach energy out through those toes. Inside leg comes up to coup de pied. Take your balance. Grow taller. Let's reverse the whole thing. Back, close, 2. Up, up, push, in, out, in, to the front. We're breathing. Inside foot, coup de pied, derrière, back of the ankle. You're really low on that ankle. And let's finish in 5th. Okay, so terminology-wise, if you hear me say devant or derrière, devant refers to the front, derrière refers to the back. And à la seconde would be to the side. There are a couple of different terms for that as well. Second side, everyone, here we go. Oop, nope, just kidding. Prepare the arm, and front, close, 2, close, 3, peek, out, 2, up and up, to the back, belly's up, bring your inside foot to coup de pied, heel away, pinky toes touching. From the back. Right behind the hip. Remember, these are sharp. Out, in, out, in, out. Pique up, pique up. Going front, sharp. Push the floor away, push. Push, pique. Inside foot up to coup de pied, derrière. Back of the ankle. And we'll finish in 5th. Okay, shake out your legs. We're gonna move into rond de jambes. Okay, rond de jambe. Round up the leg, right foot front. Breathe the arm, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. As we go front, we're going to bend the standing leg. As you get to the side, it straightens. Lower the foot, slide into the front. Do that again. Fondue, heel forward, lower, slide in. Then we go front to the back and front to the back. And let's actually take it a little quicker. 3 and 2 and 1, close behind. Fondue, heel forward, lower the heel, we slide it to the back. Because you go to where you began for these. Da-da-dum. And put the heel down, slide back. Then we go back to the front. Through first every time, and by first I mean a turned out first. 3 and 2 and 1, close in 5th. Port de bras forward, all the way down. Long spine to come up. Turn the head, cambre back. 6, 7, and 8. This time we'll bring that foot up to retiré devant. The pinky toe is touching the inside lower knee without hiking the hip up. That's the fun part. And then we'll find our balance there. If you are feeling up to it, you can take that in and elevate that balance. That's fine, okay? So, not up to it, but if you've taken this class a bit and you've taken ballet a bit, then maybe take the elevate. So, fondue, standing leg bends, it stretches. Now when you lower, you're putting your weight between both feet, and then as you slide in, you're obviously transferring. Fondue, side, weight between, transfer. Front to the back, through first, front to the back, through first, quick, through first, quick, through first, quick, and close. Reverse that en dedans. We have a port de bras forward and back, retiré balance. Okay, so let's do it. Right foot front. Here we go. Prepare the arm to second. This is your fondue front. Quarter, heel forward, lower, slide it in. Again. Little quicker, front to the back. Front to the back. Getting quicker, stay tall out of the head so you don't wobble as the leg moves. Close behind, reverse, fondue, heel forward, place it down, close back. Fondue, heel forward, place it down, close back. Back to the front. A little quicker. Take it forward. Ombre up and back. Leg to retire. Arms in first. Hold on to that balance for as long as you'd like. When you're ready, you can lower it down and just shake it out for a second. But feel free to keep holding that balance, working on it. Yeah, the key to balancing is holding it, practicing it, right? So even if I come out of it a little sooner, you can stay up there and just work on it, yeah? All right, let's go to the second side, same exact thing. Here we go. Prepare that arm to second. We have a fondue to go front. Stretch the standing leg, lower the heel, slide front. Again. Front to the back. Again. A little quicker. 1, 2, 3. From the back. Knee bends over the second toe. So watch the turnout on that standing leg. Over the second toe. Back to the front. Pass through first. A little quicker. Look to the fingers to go forward. Up. Ombre up and back. Bring that outside leg up to the front of the knee. Keeping your balance. And when you're ready, come down, but feel free to stay there. Okay, fondues. Fondue is to melt. That's the quality of what we're about to do. So put your right foot in the front in 5th. We'll do a little breathe, and 6, and 7, and 8. So the outside foot peels up off the floor as you bend the standing leg, come back into 5th. The second one goes off the floor to the front. The arm is in second. Fondue, knees open, put it in front, peel it back up to the side. We go back of the ankle, put it behind and back and out, brush through to the front, brush through to the back. We reverse. Knees open, so we're creating this diamond. Put it down. The second time it extends off the floor, about 45 degrees. Fondue, put it down. Same rules apply to the side, slightly in front. Front of the ankle, close, bump, and out. Through first, slide back, through first, and finish. Okay, so your pattern is first fondue closes in 5th, second one extends off of the floor. Same thing all the way around. First one to 5th, second one off the floor. First one to 5th, second one off the floor. Through, now this is different. Keep the leg straight to go front and straight to go back. We reverse all of that. That brush through at the end, careful there, it's not a kick. It's not a brush up, brush up. See how my leg kind of rebounds at the end there? It's a brush to find a lengthening position and hold, brush to hold. Yeah, so you're pulling it out, And the same thing for the fondus. When you extend, it's not a up and lower. It's a position. Show it, okay? So let's do it. Right foot front. Here we go. Prepare the arm. Let's keep the arm in second. Fondu to the diamond, put it on the floor. Second one goes up. Back to the diamond. Put it down. To the side. Diamond back. Hold it there. Brush front, through first. Hold. Through first. Now we reverse. Diamond, put it down. Diamond to extend. Put it down. Remember that leg has to come slightly forward, front of the ankle. Brushing back, brushing front, and close. Okay. We'll go to the second side. Oops. What I'd like you to be aware of at all times is your arms and your legs, when you're thinking about them, you actually should imagine that they expand beyond your actual body. So the arm in second is not just placed out in second. You might think that the fingertips are really continuing. It just gives us a sense of expansion and length. So when the leg comes off of the floor to the front, right, the leg doesn't stop at the toes. I want you to imagine that that leg is actually a mile longer than it really is. So there's this energy that extends beyond the physical body, and it changes the musculature of the movement. It creates length and stretch in the muscles versus heavy contraction to lift, okay? So let's go to the second side. Here we go. Think about your legs being 10 miles long. Fondu, put it down. Now we're going to lengthen our legs 10 miles long. Reach. Fondu. Put it down. 10 miles long. Back. 10 miles long. Keep that feeling as you extend front and back. Back of the ankle. Slightly forward, front of the ankle. Brush back, brush front, and we'll finish in fifth. All right. Okay, everyone, we are gonna go right into Grand Battements, but I am gonna give you one moment to take a stretch for yourselves, just to get a little bit of length in the backs of the legs. I'll guide you through just really quickly one option, but you can always do something slightly different. So if you'd like, you can just stand parallel and stretch it over for a moment. Hips to the ceiling, little bend of the knees. Reach the hips a little bit higher. And again, bend, reach the hips up. And if you want to play around with lifting one heel and one hip, one heel and one hip, one heel and one hip. Coming up. Now, if you have access to something that's not too high that you can safely put your leg up on, right? Don't force it here. If you don't, then maybe just skip this one. You can take a nice long flat spine forward. We're not collapsing over the leg. We're trying to reach out. And then just take a moment, maybe a little side. Same thing, other side. And then we're not holding these very long. We're just trying to get to a little bit of a lengthened range of motion. for a moment. And then side. Okay, so that's it, nice and short. So as far as stretching goes, I know in the ballet world, there's a lot of hanging onto the bar and holding stretches for 15 minutes or even 3 minutes. Nowadays, that's not looked at as the safest thing for your joints. So it's more now about actively going into your full range of motion, whatever that means for you, where the muscles are turned on, are active, versus just hanging out in a stretch for a long period of time. It actually makes the muscles turn off, and it can actually put the joint in a vulnerable place. So it's more about just finding it and going into that a couple of times. Okay, grandmas, let's go. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Brush and a close, brush 2 to the side. We're going to close that first one in the front and in the back. 2 to the back and a back. Now this is just a tendu and a plie, turn around. So nice and short and sweet today. 2 to the front, side close front, side close back, 2 to the back, and a tendu and a plie. Turn towards the bar, change your feet as you come around. If you'd like to just keep the arm in second, that's fine. Otherwise, use it with the legs, okay? 2 en croix, almost en croix, front, side, back, and then a tendu to turn around. Here we go. Prepare the arm up. To the side, close front, and then back. Brush the floor. Tendu, turn around other side. To the side, close front. And a tendu. All right. Okay, you guys, we are out of time for today, but thank you so much for joining me this morning. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.